Stop recording.
Hey you guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk about some gifts that might be useful for someone who is blind or visually impaired. So first things first, if they don't already have this, like a Google Home or like an Alexa Dot, any type of like voice assistant, like a voice controlled like speaker. I know I like to use mine to sometimes like check the weather, set alarms, I like using my Alexa for sometimes listening to audiobooks, since I do have an Audible subscription to listen to books through there. So something like that can be super useful. And then of course, I always recommend products in the Apple family, such as an iPad or an iPhone if they're ready for that. I love both my iPhone and my iPad. They allow me to be super productive, and I do most of my work from my iPad, and they have screen readers built in called VoiceOver, which reads everything on the screen, and it's just an awesome screen reader, and it's just really cool and allows us to be able to connect to the world, use Facebook, FaceTime people, use different accessible apps that make our lives easier, which I plan on doing an updated video about accessible apps soon and things like that. And if you have an iPhone or something like that, bone conducting headphones are very awesome. I personally like anything from the Aftershok's name brand, but those are on the more expensive end. On Amazon, I know you can get anything from like the more expensive end down to something around $20 to $30, and any of them are good. I like bone conducting headphones for navigation, because it leaves your ear open for when you're needing to listen to directions, but you also want to keep your ears open, because when you are blind or visually impaired, you need to be able to hear the traffic around you, but you also want to sometimes have headphones on, so that way you're able to hear the directions as you're walking somewhere, especially if you're in a busier downtown environment. But also in the headphone family, I love AirPods, especially my AirPods Pro, but also the regular AirPods. They have great sound quality, and I love listening to music through them and different things like that. So they're a great name brand. I'm not sponsored by Apple. I'm just a fan of Apple products. So I wish I was sponsored by Apple. If Apple ever sees this and wants to sponsor me, let me know. And I also love the Apple Watch. It can let you know about text messages and help you with navigation and different cool things like that. I recommend the special edition for most people, unless you need the fancier features on the more expensive models, just because the special edition can let you know about text messages and has most of the fitness features, and can still give you those audible directions with Siri and different things like that. Another thing is, ask them if they need a new cane, maybe, and maybe give money towards that, because canes can be expensive. And then, of course, like Lyft, for me personally, ask if they use Lyft and Uber, and then then get them like Lyft and Uber gift cards, because those can be expensive. So I would love Uber gift cards, because personally that's what I use more, but I would be happy to receive either one, because that's just majorly helpful to get gift cards to either one of those services, to be able to go places that I need and want to go, but not have to worry about paying for them, because especially with inflation, everything's getting more expensive, even those kinds of services. So that would be really nice to be able to get it around easier. And then ask if they like any type of like sensory type products, like fidget spinners. Like, I personally like fidget spinners. A lot of my friends like fidget spinners, and maybe get some of that kind of stuff. Or I also love my weighted blanket that I got myself a few months ago. Ask if they're into anything like that. I also, not all blind people wear sunglasses, and I don't all the time, but I do have a sunglasses obsession. So kind of ask them what their style is, and if they like sunglasses or wear sunglasses, and maybe get them something like that. Or, then we go in this territory of like, ask them like where their favorite stores are. And because I love like store gift cards, because I go shopping like anyone else does, and so just different things like that. And I hope that this was somewhat helpful, and I will see y'all in the next video.
Stop recording button.